What's up everybody, Damon and Beatrix here, and in today's gaming news, both Blade and State of Decay 3 join the list of games under threat of cancellation at Xbox. Quantic Dream again insists Star Wars Eclipse is on track, and the Switch 2 version of Oblivion Remastered includes the entire game on a cart.
They say daily fix.
Perfect. Microsoft is reportedly considering canceling Marvel's Blade and shutting its developer Arkane down. The Verge said Arkane is one of 5 studios the Xbox owner is considering closing after Blade's planned late 2026 release window was delayed internally to late 2027 and it went over budget. Blade, from the team behind Deathloop, was announced in December 2023 with a reveal trailer, but we've seen nothing of it since. Arkane may be sold rather than closed, The Verge added, which is in line with what we've heard Compulsion Games, Double Fine, Ninja Theory, and more recently, Undead Labs are going through. This process may take some time, and even if the studios are spun off, they may not avoid layoffs. There is also fresh concern for State of Decay 3 and its developer Undead Labs, after reports suggested both are under threat of closure as part of impending layoffs at Xbox. State of Decay 3, like Ninja Theory's Senua, was just at the Xbox Games Showcase earlier this month. The show brought confirmation of a PlayStation 5 version and a release window in 2027. The latest reports, however, suggest it could never be released at all. This July marks 6 years since the third entry in the zombie survival franchise was announced. These mass layoffs at Xbox are expected to happen in July. July begins tomorrow. Quantic Dream has insisted Star Wars Eclipse is on course despite studio layoffs and claims from striking staff that it could be canceled. Last month, Quantic Dream canceled its live service game Spellcasters Chronicles just 3 months after its early access launch. Studio best known for single-player story-driven games such as Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human said the Spellcasters cancellation would result in layoffs, although it has yet to say how many are affected. At the time of the cancellation, Quantic Dream insisted the development of Star Wars Eclipse would continue as normal. But according to French website GameCult, Eclipse is suffering from a lack of resources, vision, and progress, and could be cancelled unless members of the Spellcasters team are moved over to help finish the project. GameCult said Quantic Dream is reportedly considering laying off 115 staff, said to be a quarter of the company's workforce. Now, Quantic Dream has issued IGN a fresh statement, again insisting the Star Wars Eclipse team has all it needs to finish the game. A spokesperson said, as previously stated, the development of Star Wars Eclipse remains unaffected by the recent closure of Spellcasters Chronicles, a decision driven by the challenging market conditions in that segment. The development of Star Wars Eclipse is continuing as planned, with the full commitment of its team and all the necessary resources to complete its mission. Our priority is to ensure that employees affected by the restructuring process receive the appropriate support, care, and consideration. Out of respect for this ongoing process and for the employees concerned, we will not provide any further comment at this stage. Star Wars Eclipse was revealed with a cinematic trailer in 2021. It has not been shown publicly since. Finally today, Bethesda will launch The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered for Nintendo Switch 2 on August 11th, digitally via the eShop and in a physical edition that includes the full base game on a cartridge. Box copies will include a proper cartridge, not a game keycard, which also grants access to the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine story expansions and additional content you'll have to download. Still, this isn't a GTA 6 situation with only a code in the game's box. Bethesda says the Switch 2 version of Oblivion Remastered is designed to run with DLSS support in both handheld and docked mode at 900p, 30 frames per second on handheld, and 1080p, 30 frames per second while docked. The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered originally launched for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S back in April last year. And that is your daily fix for Tuesday, June 30th. Now that you're caught up on the news, watch the trailer for Oblivion Remastered on Switch 2. We are Damon and Beatrix Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.
Stay tuned to IGN.
Nailed it.